Okay, so my name is Ejiroloki, and like I said, I'm going to be your anchor for this event. And before we proceed, I know that we're going to have more persons join us here this evening, and I would not proceed without acknowledging some very influential persons without whom this program will not be, a success. Starting from the founder in the person of Dr. Daniel Ayodele. He's the founder of the MEEI program, and mind you, MEEI means Mind Shift Empowerment and Employment Initiative. Okay, and we also have the president, that's Mr. Martins Arabon. And I also acknowledge the board members, executives, and country directors of the MEEI program. And it's an absolute delight to be a part of a team of young people making significant contributions to the development of the African continent, fostering bilateral and multilateral trade and cooperation, youth empowerment, and now women empowerment, And if you have been a part of the MEEI program, I'm sure you can, testify of some of the benefits you have enjoyed so far. Now, moving on quickly, I would love to introduce our speakers. Okay, these are amazing women who are doing so much, right, in the various fields. And I'm particularly excited because, looking at the fact that women have suffered a lot historically when it comes to civic participation, development, and every other way of, being developed, talking about capacity building and otherwise. This meeting, we've been here right now, it's a testament to the fact that women are rising, right, above the limitations and the obstacles that have been placed on them. Okay, but before I introduce our speakers, I would quickly like to give an overview of the MEEI Women Empowerment Program. Now, MEEI Women Empowerment Program is dedicated to promoting and supporting women's initiatives on a global scale, and it provides an inclusive international platform for meaningful exchanges and collaborations. Now, our program's core mission is to empower young women by helping them recognize, harness, and cultivate their full potential, right? Enabling them to make significant contributions to their communities. Wouldn't you love to be a part of such community? I bet you would, right? Okay, so we gathered here this moment to learn about the successes, the triumphs, the failures, and the stories of wonderful African women. And I'm going to be reading some of their profiles right now. If you permit me, I'm going to be starting with the beautiful lady staring at me right now in front of the screen. The person of Betul Karman, from Turkey. Now, Betul is a project manager, social worker, and volunteer youth leader. Now, she is a project management assistant with Bina Business Incubator in Turkey. She's also involved in corporate communications management and event and organizational management. And amazingly, she has done a lot also in the area of social work, being a project coordinator at Zakat Foundation of America and Turkey representation. She's also a volunteer coordinator, IT manager, and monitoring and reporting officer. She reports aids to the Balkans. Wow, this is just too much for a young lady, right? Hello, Beto. Good to have you join us here.
Hello.
Hello.
I hope everyone is okay. Good.
Yeah, it's good. So good to have you join us here. So our next speaker is Shari Ann Henry. Now, this is a trailblazer in the justice, entrepreneurship, and advocacy space. She is the founder of Love Your Skin, Appreciate Your Melanin. Wow, this is a very unique brand. And she works to combat skin bleaching and promoting self-love in Jamaica, right? And she is presently pursuing a Master of Law in Canadian Common Law. All right, this is a special young woman doing so much, and we are so privileged to have her join us here this evening. Sherry Ann, I'm sure she'll be here soon. And we'll have something special for you in that regard as well. So stay tuned, all right? Even as Sherry Ann will be speaking to us this evening. Okay, so moving on quickly, I would love to start with our first speaker. Now, remember, this meeting is meant to be a fireside chat with young African women who are trailblazers in the various fields. And I'm going to be starting with the first person I read about. That's President Beto, talking to us from Turkey. Hi, Beto. Yeah. Are you ready for us this evening?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Yes, so talk to us, because we know we're going to have so many young women watching this, recording and this meeting, and so many of them are at different points in their lives, in their careers, in their businesses. Some have felt like giving up, and they're probably not sure where to turn at this point. They just need some sort of inspiration. So I want you to talk to us this evening, right? What advice, right, would you? Before I come to that, I want you to quickly just give us a brief rundown of your career growth, how far you've come, how you started, and how you got to this point. Yes.
Yeah, okay. First of all, hello everyone again. Before introducing myself, I would like to express my gratitude to MEEI program team who organized this program, and especially to Daniel and A0. I'm delighted to be here, and I would like to briefly introduce myself shortly, not long. I'm Betül Kahraman. I'm a sociologist. While attending university, I started working as a volunteer youth leader at the ministry. This period marked a turning point of my life, as I had the opportunity to participate in many organizations, and I gained valuable networks. After graduating from university, I worked as a social worker at the Zekat Foundation of America, Turkey representative, and head guard in Chicago. For about 2 years, I worked as a network development officer for organizing, monitoring, reporting at the aid provided to Balkans, as well as for collaboration with different NGOs and institutions. My introduction to the entrepreneurs sectors happened through entrepreneur Mr. Dr. Yavuz Selim Slay. Maybe you know this man. I think you have to meet with him, because he is so famous person in the Turkey, and he has so many networking place.
So, what advice would you want to give to aspiring women entrepreneurs who are just starting their own ventures? So I want to ask that question, but we already started talking about it. So please go ahead and talk to aspiring entrepreneurs, that women, who intend to start up their businesses. What advice would you give to them? Yes, please.
Actually, I have seen women entrepreneurs giving up in the face of small threats, even if their enterprise is significant. Women entrepreneurs need to be more proactive and productive in this regard. In the project assistant my project process, in the project assistant, out of 40 entrepreneurs, only 5 were women entrepreneurs, and this saddened me. Of the remaining 5 women entrepreneurs only, one continued to develop her initiative. This shows that if we embark on a journey, we should be aware that we will mature thanks to the difficulties and the encounter on the road. Knowing that being an entrepreneur is essentially taking risk and managing those risks well is crucial for progress, as we have experienced many things. That's all actually my advice and other things.
That's amazing, Beto. Thank you so much. You have actually said that women should understand that entrepreneurship involves a lot of risk taking. Now, I want to believe that there are aspiring entrepreneurs who already know some of these facts. I mean, they know that starting a business is not easy. You know, it's time consuming, you need a lot of focus, but some of them are willing to take the risk. But when they start, you find out that some of them give up along the way. It's almost like they can't continue. So I want to ask the next question based on this experience, because of course, no one would want to start a venture and stop halfway. So I believe this is where mentorship comes in, because now, if there are enough, mentors to guide women, right, in this entrepreneurial journey, because of course there are many of that. You have a lot of that in the what I call it, the male space, but I don't know how much of that we have when it comes to having female entrepreneurs. So could you tell us, relating the story to yours, how important do you think mentorship is, right, in on a woman who is about starting a business? Do you think mentorship is important, in playing a role in their success, or do you think, passion is enough and they can succeed? What is the role of mentorship, in business for women?
Yeah. When I was in a project manager process, I saw this type of things. For example, if you have a one mentor, you can go easily for your aim. This is so important, I think, and manage this process important actually. Sometimes you can meet someone and you can not evaluate this process. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Beto. That was an insightful response.
Yeah.
So that means mentorship is really important.
Yeah.
From everything you've said so far, you could not have come this far if you did not have, mentors guiding you on your career path, right? So we encourage every woman on this call to seek mentorship in the field they aspire to venture into, just so they don't make unnecessary mistakes, because that's why you have a mentor, to learn from their mistakes. They've been where you want to start going to, and they can guide you so that you can make less mistakes and achieve more results within a shorter frame of time. Thank you so much, Beto. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And I'm going to come back to you, all right? But let's move on to other speakers. And I think our participants who are still joining in, I can see Kanti Gary from India. Thank you for being here with us right now. Thank you, Gloria. I can see you as well. Thank you. All right, so let's talk to Shari Ann. So Shari Ann has a message for us. Like I said, she couldn't be here in person. She couldn't participate with us live, but she left a recording for us, and she has a message. And I encourage everyone to listen, because she has something very important, she wanted to tell us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shari Ann Henry, and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. I just want to thank Daniel and the MEEI team for inviting me or having me on this fireside chat. Now, my apologies. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to join you guys live due to the difference, in time in Canada and in Turkey. But as they always say, you must improvise and make things work. Now, I am a social entrepreneur. I started a foundation or an outreach initiative in Jamaica in 2019. And the name of it is Love Your Skin, Appreciate Your Melanin, as you guys all saw on the flyer, right? Now, I started this based on my experience with skin bleaching. I started bleaching my skin and then I stopped because, of course, many of us as Black people, we go through having identity issues to finding ourselves and accepting who we are. So my experience with skin bleaching, triggered my passion and triggered my advocacy in the area of, encouraging persons to just love themselves, love their skin, and do not add, bleaching cream to remove the melanin. And that has been a success. I have done over 40 initiatives, outreach initiatives in schools, in communities, in churches across Jamaica. And it has been a journey in terms of, when persons see me, they identify me as a melanin queen, someone who is advocating for individuals to, love themselves and just believe in themselves, believe in who they are, and not necessarily the skin, which is really not necessarily focusing so much on the skin, being Black and I can't go anywhere, I can't advance myself because I'm Black, but more so looking at what is in your head and trying to, debunk or to prove, classist or racist groupings wrong. A pivotal moment in my journey is when, I got support from a Black female, of course, Black in Jamaica. She said to me, I wanted to do a march, a melanin march in Trenchtown. That's where Bob Marley is from. And I remember when I reached out to her and even I said to her, I need some t-shirts for the participants in the march to wear. And she said, just go to this place and pick up some shirts. And I got over 100 shirts from her. And I said to myself, sometimes in life, not sometimes, all the time, people will support you, but you have to knock on doors, right? Because everyone is busy with their own lives, everyone doing something. And, you're doing what you're doing, and you have to reach out to the people who will help you. Find these people and reach out to them because help is definitely out there. Now, mentorship is very important for young entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs like myself, because sometimes you get up and you think that, you're doing what you're doing is all right. There's no need for improvement. Because sometimes you get up when you get that guidance from someone who has been there before, someone who is at the height of their career, it's imperative because you not only get advice, but you get connections, right, to other persons who may be doing the same thing as yourself. So mentorship is very important, and as the social entrepreneurs, you have to be willing to accept that mentorship and take the guidance, in the areas where you have your weaknesses, in the areas also where you have your strengths, so you can build on your strengths and of course your weaknesses. So that is very important. Now, as it relates to, the challenges women face, young entrepreneurs, Black women face in African communities and in the business landscape, it's sometimes I don't think females support females, and that's just the reality. Many persons, it's like when your female colleagues are having something or they're doing something. Sometimes people make it seem very hard to support. And then you look at the situation where people are willing to support entrepreneurs, celebrities that they don't know. When it comes down to someone who is in their face, doing something in their faces, doing something good, something that's very impactful, persons tend to be way critical, overly critical, and that's a challenge. I think the fact that in the world, right, you have more females than males, especially when you reach the age group of mid age, more females survive to mid age, right? And that's where a lot of persons start a business. So my point is that if when you reach mid age and you start a business and more females form that age cohort, but you're not getting support from females as a female entrepreneur, right? It defeats the purpose. So, time comes for females to be more supportive of their other males, other females, their black females in the African business community doing big things. It's not hard. In the same way you can get up and you share the story, you're sharing your Instagram story, for example, pictures and videos of celebrities, as I said, who don't know you, we share their outfits that you're wearing and stuff. It's the same way you can, if your black female colleague in the African business landscape, is selling pearls, is selling jewelry, accessories. It's the same way you can post it and tag them too, so that persons can see what they're doing and, like an invitation to treat, just to actually check out what they're doing. No, my final words to women entrepreneurs is just that you have to believe in yourselves and believe in what you're doing. Choose the right circle, choose the right people. And for that, I'm very happy to be a part of MEEI.
Inspiring words there from Shari Ann. Henry. Thank you, Shari. Even though you couldn't be here, you shared your story, and that was an inspiring one, I must say. And there was something striking Shari said. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but the very fact that humans tend to support people, influential people who are so far away, maybe celebrities and all. We tend to give them more recognition, more support. And while those we know, those in our circle who attempt to do the same thing or something similar, we tend to be overly critical of that. That was really striking. And then she called for more women to support each other. It's not a competition. At the end of the day, we're looking to see more women empowered, right? And like the saying goes, a woman empowered is the community and the society at large that is empowered. So thank you so much, Shari. We wish we had you here in person, but regardless, you left your message. I am seeing Elizabeth. Elizabeth, can you hear me? If you can, kindly unmute. I think we want to hear from you now. Okay. Elizabeth, yeah, I can see you. Would you like to unmute so we can have your story now? Okay. I guess she's not available at the moment. All right, so we proceed. We have the founder of the MEEI program give us a very brief, introduction of himself and, the mission behind this program generally. Then we'll have the question and answer segment.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ejiro. Thank you very much. Wow, what a joy. I'm super happy to be here, seeing great women doing amazing things. I am just glad. There is nothing that gives me joy than, seeing women doing business, seeing women exploring opportunities. I am super happy to be here, and it's amazing. I'm super glad to see Betul. Betul, that was amazing speech and presentation from you. One of the things I learned from Sherry Ann's speech, from what she just gave, was that people will support you, but you have to knock at the door. Listen, people will support you, but you have to knock at the door. Never you think that opportunity will come to you knocking. Opportunity will never come to you knocking. You have to look for opportunities. And the truth of the matter is, opportunities are everywhere, all around you. Listen to Sherry Ann. Listen to Betu. Listen to our host. These are amazing women that have created something for themselves. Our goal in MEEI, Mind Shift Empowerment and Employment Initiative, is not just to bring women together, but also to empower women. Our goal is to see women thriving in businesses. In 2024, this year that we are, more women will do business. As a matter of fact, more companies are using women now for adverts, for marketing. What does this tell you? That the more we get women engaged in our businesses, the more we get women to do what supposedly men are supposed to be doing, the better we will become. Women are powerful people. Enough of, oh, she's a woman. She's a woman. She's meant for the bedroom. I've had a lot of people say that. No, women also can do business. In our last conference, we had the special advisor to a political athlete in Nigeria, and she came talking to us about how we should get women involved. And I also have my personal story. I learned from the best, my mother. My mother, I grew up watching my mother empowering entrepreneurs, women, female entrepreneurs. This is what I grew up watching her do. Today, my mom has fleets of entrepreneurs, women all over. And that is what I am benefiting. So tell me, why won't I bring women together? So it's a thing of joy to see people like Sherry Ann, to see people like Kanti, to see people like Betu, to see people like Ejiro, to see people like Monioluwa, to see people like, amazing entrepreneurs doing amazingly well, female. And the truth of the matter is, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We might start small, but we are not going to remain small. We might start small, but we will not remain small. We are going to push advocacy for women. We are going to push advocacy for women's rights, women empowerment, which of course is what we're doing right now. For as many women that are in contact with what we're doing, you can see, we are going to empower you with all that we have. We will ensure that your voice is being heard. We will ensure that people hear you anywhere you are. As a matter of fact, trust me when I tell you, we will never organize any program again without involving women. Yes, we will always involve women. So our vision is simple. What we tend to achieve is simple. Advocating for inclusiveness. Advocating for women to be included in whatsoever it is that we do. In our businesses, we're going to include women. In our community, we're going to include women. And that is exactly what we're doing. So I am super glad about this gathering. Please, I want to encourage the woman leader of MEEI. Please, we can do more. I don't want you to just think about, our speakers, most of them didn't show up. Of course, some of them complained that the time is not convenient. But this is a starting point of something that is going to be very great. This is the starting point of something that's going to be very great. Now, I learned something from Betu when she was giving a speech. She said, one of the major problems women entrepreneurs face is that they feel worried about their work. They feel worried about their work. Oh, what will people say if I do this? Will people accept me if I do this? You are so concerned about people that are also busy with their own life. Who told you people are worried about you? We are currently in a world where people care about themselves, not you. You cannot make impact if you have not impacted yourself. I will take that again. You cannot make impact if you have not impacted yourself. So if you are a lady, you are a woman entrepreneur and you're listening to me, forget about what people will say. This is the confidence we want to put into you. Mind shift is all about rejuvenating the mind. Mind shift empowerment and employment initiative is all about rejuvenating your mindset. It's about changing your perspective to how you make money, to how you relate with people, to how you see your marriage, to how you see your relationship, to how you see things that happens around you. You can be better if only you don't care about what people think about you. Don't let what people say about you bother you. So I want to especially thank you, Betu, for that amazing contribution. This is just the beginning. We have amazing programs coming up. I don't want to waste your time. I believe, please, Ejiro, involve me in this conversation. If there's any question that you want me to answer before we go, please involve me. I really am passionate about, about whatsoever we are conversing here. I had Betu also talked about risk, and you also talked about risk also. Risk is life. We are doing this conference today, this particular summit, this particular event. We took risk to do it. We got a lot of rejection. That's just the truth. As a matter of fact, I was like, I am so, each time I speak with Ejiro and she just re-empowered me. I was like, is this girl not, is she not feeling demotivated? But she just keeps saying, well, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. So everything in life is all about risk. That you are here right now is risk on itself. If you're not here, it's a risk. So we must learn to take risk. We must learn to make things happen even in the midst of challenges, and that is risk. Entrepreneurship is all about risk taking. I am where I am today because I have taken risk. People said it's not going to work. People said, oh, can you thrive in a foreign country? And I tell them, I will do business in a foreign country. I will stay legal in a foreign country. I will do legal business in a foreign country. I will become a star in a foreign country. I will become a light in a foreign country. And I will shine all over Africa and beyond in a foreign country. All these I just stated, they are risk. So women, I beg you, learn to take risk. Life on its own is risky. Yes, life is risky. So you're doing it, you're not doing it, it's risk. So do it. Let people say what they want to say. Why do you care? Let people say what they want to say. So in the coming months, in coming weeks, coming months, coming year, we are going to be engaging you. We have affiliates, we have country representatives now in about 12, 13 African countries. And we have over 64,000 investors, entrepreneurs that will be affiliates to these people, investing in their businesses. Some of you have NGO. We're going to be investing in your NGO. We're going to be exposing you. Please, forget about what people will say. Just come and speak. Some of you will be writing your books. Yes, look at some beautiful story. Betul has a beautiful story. Look at Sherry Ann. Can you imagine someone that started a bleaching cream business? Today she lives in Canada. She's a Jamaican. Today she lives in Canada doing a business and also studying. Please, Ejiro, the next event, we are going to bring Sherry Ann. We need to listen to that full story. Sherry Ann has a powerful story for women, and we must listen to this story. Kanti also is here. Unfortunately, Kanti is not part of the speaker, but Kanti also is an amazing, she's a cabin crew. She works with a very wonderful airline in India, but she also has an NGO, and she's also doing a business, branding, coming up with so many strategy, and she's just there. She, of course, I know she has her own story to tell, but these are women that we must learn from. These are women that are doing amazingly well in the world that we must learn from. How does inspiration come? Inspiration come when you listen. I don't expect this place to be too much. I don't expect people to be crowded here. Why? Because, of course, when you talk about empowerment, people want to make money, but they forget the fact that your ability to make money is directly proportional to what you know. The amount you have in your bank account right now is directly proportional to what you know. So if you're not making money, you're only limited to what you know. The more information you have about money, the more money you will make. So if you're not making money, it's because you're only limited to what can make you money. If you are not giving value, you're only limited to what you are supposed to be doing that will give you money. All right. So we are going to do more of such conferences, such events, where we are going to bring powerful women to come speak to us. I'm sure that for those of you watching on Facebook, on YouTube, please subscribe, share from Facebook. We're going to be doing more. We're not going to get tired. We're going to be bringing amazing global women to come speak to us. All right. So, Ejiro, I think I have taken more time, just saying what other entrepreneurs should say. But I'm here. If you need me to contribute, please feel free to ask me. And I love you all so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you for that awesome speech. A visionary leader, as everyone here can testify. Thank you so much, sir. And yes, we will have more of this. We look forward to having more of this. And Kanti is joining us. Okay, I can see her now. I think I would love her to say something. Hi, Kanti.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm just unable to express my all these views, my opinion, but because I'm traveling, but somehow this I'm trying to manage. Hope you are getting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kanto. Thank you. Although it wasn't so clear because of the network, but yeah,
Yes.
I got some of the points you stated. Thank you so much for being a part of this meeting. We really appreciate your presence, and we look forward to having more of you, right, in other meetings. So
Thank you.
Thank you too. If you have any questions, please leave them in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand so I can call you. If you have any questions you want to ask, questions. We're taking questions now, please. Okay, so hello.
All right, Ejiro, I think we have some questions online.
Yes, I'm staring at them on Facebook.
All right, Ejiro, I think we have some questions online.
Yes, I'm staring at them on Facebook. Okay, so I think Oluwaseun Olaoluwa is asking, how can you invest on NGO? Okay, and I think she means, how can you, do you mean how can you start up, or how can you invest starting up an NGO? I'm not very...
Amazing. Let me quickly take that. I think she's asking, you have two questions here. First of all, let's quickly acknowledge everyone watching online on Facebook, whatever platform you're watching from, you are well. Acknowledge and welcome. We can see Oluwaseun Olaoluwa. Thank you for joining. We can see UD Foundation is also watching. Thanks for joining. Let's quickly take questions. Please, if you're here, also share so that more people will like and see what we're doing here. The first question here by Olaoluwa said, can someone establish without having money? She's asking, can someone probably start a business without having money? And if I would answer that, our speakers are not here, but if I would answer that, yes, you can start your business without having money. One of the major reasons why a lot of people think they need money to start business is because they don't know what they want to do. And I usually tell people, God will never give you a vision without provision. Betu was saying something about women, hiding themselves, women feeling worried about their work. If you are very sure about what you are doing, you are not going to be worried. And when it comes to establishing your own business, irrespective of the business that you want to do, the first thing that you need is passion, not money. I remember when I started my own business, the first business I started, I did not start with money. I never had any money. But how did I go about it? You must be willing to give until you are found. Oh, I'll take that again, just in case you didn't hear me. You must be willing. That's why it's called passion. What is that thing? I think in my people invest in your business, the first thing they want to see is, are you investing in yourself? Are you investing in yourself? Before I will invest in your business, I want to know if it's something that will not fail. So instead of you looking for money to start your own business, why don't you invest in yourself? And I tell you, self-investment is the best thing that you can ever do. Self-investment, self-development is the best. Every lady that you see here are ladies that have taken time to invest in themselves. They have invested in themselves. So instead of you looking for money to start your business, why don't you invest in yourself? So the question I need to ask you, Olaoluwa, is, can investor be willing to invest in your business or on you based on what they see you doing? You have to start doing this thing. Invest in yourself first before expecting anybody to invest in you or wanting to start a business. I believe that I've been able to answer your question. Adriel, please take over from here. We're out of time, so please let's start wrapping up now.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering those questions. I'm sure Olaoluwa is clear now. If you need more clarification, you can always send us a message on Facebook. Just leave it in the chat there. We'll respond to it after now. But not to take much of our time, I'd like our speaker, Beto, to give us a final word before we call this meeting to a close. It's been an evening of learning, an evening of, inspiring conversations. Believe in yourself, like Beto has said, right? Do not mind what other people will think. People will always talk. But the most important thing is you find your path and walk in it and be sure that you are doing the right thing. And remember, I talked about mentorship. If you ever need mentorship or support at any point in your career or entrepreneurial journey, that is why you have the MEEI Women, right, program. We are a community of women aspiring for greatness. We're here to support you, to work with you, talk with you at every step. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And it's completely free to be a part of us, all right? So don't think you have to pay some money or whatever. And if you are on this call, you have a friend, you have family members who are women who would benefit a lot from this community, do well to invite them to be a part of this movement. Like the founder said, we are starting, but we are not going to remain small. We're growing big. We're going to make impact. The time has come where the voices of African women will be heard, because the truth is she can no longer be silenced, right? Women are doing so much and making so much impact in the area of business, right? And it's time for them to be recognized and appreciated. And MEEI is one platform that gives you leverage as a woman to be seen and be heard. So take advantage of it. Do well to participate in all of our events, right? If you've not subscribed to our social media handles, do so that whenever we have an upcoming event, you can be alerted. And whenever we are live, you can also be notified. Okay? It's been an honor hosting you this evening, and I'm hoping that we would have more of you join this meeting, join the next conversation I'll be having. So I want to appreciate once more all our speakers, even for those that could not be here. I totally understand, life happens. So thank you so much, Beto, for taking our time to be here with us this evening. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure listening to you. I also appreciate Sherry Ann for sharing her story. And yes, we would have her in our next meeting that the founder has requested. I also want to appreciate our participants for joining in here. Kante, Gloria, Betty, yes, and for our viewers that join in on Facebook and on YouTube. Now the recordings are going to remain on the platform, so you can do well to go back and watch again, and you can also share to other persons who may never have heard of this program. Encourage them to also watch. I'm sure they will learn a thing or two from the conversation we had here tonight. And this meeting would not end without me saying thank you once more to the founder of the MEEI program, Dr. Daniel Ayodele. Thank you for being a visionary leader. Thank you for leading the way, for setting the pace for African youth, and for also believing in African women. It's really exciting to see that a man believes in the potential of women, in this, the way that you do. It's really inspiring. And on behalf of African women, I want to say thank you so much. And we believe that with the MEEI Women Empowerment Program, we would hit the mark, all right, and make African women, a force to reckon with around the world. So on that note, I want to say thank you for joining in. I remain Edru Lucky, and have a lovely evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you're connecting from around the world. And I'll see you next time.